Hi, welcome to the Yale University Art Gallery in New Haven, Connecticut. Come on in and have a seat. This is Stories in Art. Please feel free to pause the video whenever you'd like to get a closer look at the artwork. Enjoy!
Hello, my name is Charlotte. I'm a gallery teacher at the Yale University Art Gallery. Today, I will be telling a story called The Artist Contest about an artist named Zeuxis and an artist named Parrhasius. This story is from over 2,000 years ago, and it's about a contest between two famous artists from ancient Greece. Though many versions have been told around the world, the version that I'm telling today is adapted from the ancient Roman historian Pliny the Elder in his work Natural History. As I tell the story, we will look at this painting made a little over 40 years ago by contemporary artist Audrey Flack, titled Time to Save. Take a close look and see what you notice. When I look at this painting, I think about how realistic it seems. Realistic means it looks like real life. If I didn't know this was painted, I might have thought it was a photograph. Some artists can make things look so real that they trick the human eye. The two artists in this story were some of the best at making things look real. Towards the end of the story, we will look at another artwork by German artist Joachim von Sandrart. It's an etching from his work Iconologica Deorum, also known as Figures of the Gods. Look closely and you might just be able to avoid being tricked too. Zeuxis was a famous artist of his time. Zeuxis did one thing best, making beautiful pieces of art. He drew flowers with pencils, painted fruits and big frescoes, and sculpted the most real-looking figures of people. His work may have looked as real as the painting we are looking at today by Audrey Flack. Whenever Zeuxis added the final touches to a painting in front of a crowd, they would always go, ooh and ah. Zeuxis quickly became known for being one of the best artists in all the region. When Zeuxis decided to leave his home and travel, his masterpieces made crowds of people all over Greece go, ooh, ah. Zeuxis grew so proud that he began to think he could paint more realistically than anyone else. He was so proud that he once went to a competition with his name embroidered in gold on his clothes, declaring that no one should ever forget the name of the greatest artist who ever lived. Another time, he began giving away his paintings because he claimed, "There is no price high enough to pay for them." After all the oohs and the ahs, Zeuxis did not just like to be praised, he believed that he deserved to be praised. One day, Zeuxis reached the famous city of Athens. He began to paint a large wall fresco of a boy picking some olives from a tree. A crowd soon gathered around him. The people of Athens were astonished by how real the painting looked. Ooh, ah, they went. While he was painting, a dog came up to the piece and began to lick at the boy in the painting. All the Athenians exclaimed, "It's so real! The dog licks at the boy!" However, there was one person who did not go ooh and ah. His name was Parrhasius, and he was also an artist. Parrhasius spoke up from within the crowd of people. "The dog isn't licking the boy, he's trying to eat your paint. If only you painted shadows and made your grass more green, then the dog would be scared of a boy they do not know." The entire crowd went silent. Zeuxis turned around and responded to the unknown voice. "Who dares speak of my work this way?" Parrhasius stepped forward and showed himself. Zeuxis said, "If you believe you can paint better than I do, I challenge you to a contest. Whosoever paints the most realistic painting will be declared the best painter in all the land." Then and there, Parrhasius accepted. Judges were chosen, and each artist was given 7 days to complete a work of their choice. They worked separately, so neither would see the other's work. At the end of the 7 days, the artists, judges, and the crowd met once again. They decided that Zeuxis' work would be judged first. Zeuxis walked over to his piece with great confidence. After a moment of anticipation, he threw down the curtain which hung over the painting and unveiled a realistic painting of grapes. Each grape was perfectly shaped, and the colors, the reds, the greens, the entire crowd marveled. Ooh, ah. Just as they were saying these things, 2 birds flew down and perched next to the painting, and they began pecking at the painted fruit, trying to eat it. When Zeuxis saw this, he said to Parrhasius, "Look, the birds are trying to eat my grapes. You must admit I have won." So, the 2 artists, the judges, and the crowd turned to Parrhasius' painting. When Zeuxis noticed the large curtain which hid the painting, he said very loudly, "What good can come of a painting so large?" He went to pull down the curtain, but his hand missed. He tried grabbing it again. He missed again. Bewildered, Zeuxis attempted one last time to take down the curtain, and his hand hit a solid wall. That was when he realized these weren't curtains. He had been trying to grab the painting itself. Parrhasius had painted so well that he had fooled the crowd, the judges, and Zeuxis himself. When Zeuxis understood that this was a painting of curtains and not real curtains, he turned to Parrhasius and immediately conceded, saying, "You win." He praised Parrhasius as the most realistic painter in all the land. For though Zeuxis could fool the birds, Parrhasius had fooled the artist. Now that you've heard the story, let's look again at Audrey Flack's painting, Time to Save, and do an activity. Look closely and make a list of all the things you see in the painting. Take a paper and a pencil and draw your favorite things from the list. We hope you have fun!
Thank you for joining us for Stories in Art at the Yale University Art Gallery. We hope you enjoyed listening and looking with our storytellers.